So I managed to trade up to a 3-bolt clutch, a 3-stud clutch, and near just a zero, same thing, nothing. So we'll take a look here. There's the original 4-bolt, 4-stud clutch, and here is the 5-stud clutch, and here is the 3-stud clutch. And the 3-stud clutch, 41 to 84. It's something inside this transmission that's fucked up. This rod here, that's behind this bolt, it only moves like 1/8 of an inch with this all the way forward. 1/8 of an inch, and no matter what adjustment you do these springs at, and even no matter what adjustment you have this at, there is no disengagement. It is clutched all the time. So whatever the problem is inside the transmission, that inner rod, I'm sure it must move at least, it should move at least 1/4 inch or more. So I'm thinking that it's got the wrong rod in it, or there's something. Or there's something here that's fucked up, because it's just not moving that rod out far enough, and that's really all it could be. I mean, maybe you could have gotten one of these other clutches to work, but so the next hassle is to pull this whole side off and see what they screwed up when they rebuilt this thing. Oh well. So that means the oil bag comes off, everything comes off. Probably pull that transmission and just do it myself. You know, it's kind of a bummer. You pay people back in the day to do shit and they just don't do it, or they really don't know what they're doing. So, but that's the problem. There's not enough movement of this rod. This lever actuates a rod in here, and there's just not enough movement of that, so it's constantly engaged. And you know, truthfully, you know, when you work on cars and motorcycles, truthfully, nobody knows any more than you do. I mean, you look at this. This guy that did the lower end for me, he couldn't even shave that off. That's just kind of an indicator. Just didn't give a shit, you know. But whatever. That's just how people are. At least the guy that did the carb was willing to do a good job for me. And yeah, I mean, it fires right up, but it's engaged the whole time. So you can't disengage it to put it in gear and then engage it and go. It's just engaged the whole time. And backing off the springs only makes this kicker pedal go all the way down to the floor and with the heel down or the toe back. Excuse me, toe down or heel back. So that doesn't even matter. So there's no adjustment on that clutch that can fix this at this point. It's just tearing the transmission back apart and doing it right. Yeah, it's really too bad. All the people I knew back in the day that were really good at this, they're either dead or there's just nobody that does this kind of shit no more. They just all the people just work on evolution bikes, modern stuff. And to me, that stuff's even worse. But yeah, it may not even get done this summer at this rate. But at least it's running again, and it fires right up. And yeah, very impressed. So anybody has any ideas, you're welcome to put them on my comment section. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna hit the BMW, the 71, and get more work done on that thing. Whew. Wow. Whatever. But it's an 8 bike, you know. You know, the transmission, like the kicker cover, the case, the lever on the top, I think even the kicker arm, that's like all 36, 37 stuff. It's all weird. It's kind of a bummer. You see these people on Facebook that have 36 bikes, or they did, and all they can do is post a picture of it, and I used to have that. And you're like, God, why'd you sell it? Was money really that important? And that's really too bad. People that own these things like me, we sacrifice to keep them. That's just how it is. And we don't just cash in the family jewels to pay the electric bill. But whatever. I just, to me, selling bikes and bitching cool cars is like the last thing I'm gonna do. The thing is, you can't even replace the shit no more. But, so there it is. Whatever. The fun never ends. I think I mentioned this last time. There's like 4 oil bags in 36. And I think this one might be like a middle or a late oil bag, although the engine's an early. All kinds of weird stuff in 36. I'm no expert. But, the footboards are 1914 to 1939. So if you're looking at that style, the square, 40 and up is the half moon, which you probably already know that, but there's a lot of beginners that like to watch my videos. But so yeah, if you're looking at like the early photos of old Harley Davidsons and you don't see the foot pedal, then you know it's 1913 or earlier, which is really cool. I'd really love to build like an early 13 or 12 Harley, or maybe even a belt drive, but it's absolutely silly money now. There's not going to be one that shows up in some barn or somebody's attic. I very much doubt that. If you were, say, 20 years old in 1912 and you were riding a Harley in 1912, so you would have been born in 1892 to be 20 in 1912 riding a Harley. Those people are all gone. That would be probably somebody's great-great-grandfather or great-grandfather. And going past 2 world wars, scrapped and gone. But I really have to commend the people that build the knockoff parts for these early bikes, because they really provide a very valuable service to those of us who like to build them. Yeah. All right, gang, if you have any ideas, let me know. Oh, yeah. So I couldn't remember the name of these gas caps. So these are called Eaton gas caps. So, what's crazy is you see these people selling them on eBay for like, God, thousands of dollars. I mean, like, it's a gas cap, Yeah. But luckily there's a lot of knockoff stuff you can buy. You don't have to have $1,000 gas cap, And, all right, man. There it is. We'll catch you on the next YouTube. Maybe I'll do one on the BMW. We pulled the head off of it. Got to reset the timing and do a valve job. And so that's going to be a long time. So, the fun never ends. We'll catch you on the next YouTube.